Hi, this is Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I have a little bag kind of project today. It's kind of a box, kind of a bag. Very wide at the bottom, so it fits a whole bunch of candies in there. And I didn't fill it all the way up, so there's lots of stuff you can fill in here. And it's kind of a little bit more, well, I wouldn't say that my other projects weren't for female and male, but it's a little less frilly and bowy. Let's say that. Okay, I used the Have a Hoot stamp set, the Celebration label dies, the In Color Designer Series paper, the 6x6, layering circle dies, and this is Halloween Magic dies for the back. And I embossed the sentiment, which I already have done so that it's quick, and I did all the stamping so that I can color it and not worry about it bleeding. Okay, so we're going to start with a piece of crumb cake that is 10.5 by 6.5. Okay, so we're going to start on the 10.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. Then we're going to switch to the 6.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 2, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to fold and burnish. Coming down to the end of my Halloween. I'll still do one or two more when it gets close to Halloween, just for quick things. I'm going to start. There's not a lot of this Thanksgiving stuff, which makes me a little sad, but I'll figure out some more things. Okay, so now we have it so that our skinny, long rectangles on the right-hand side, and this is what we want to do. So we're just going to take out this bottom rectangle, and then we're just going to cut the score lines out of between all those. All right. So let's just take out the skinny rectangle and wedge up a little bit. And then we're just going to cut as close as we can to each side of the score line and just snip it off. Between each of these, not really squares, I guess they're rectangles too, but they're all the same, so it's too much to figure out. It's not really too much, but it's just easier to just not wedge any and just take the score lines out, and then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, now this is going to be your back, so this piece is your front. So that's where we're going to put our DSP. And this is from the In Color. It's the Misty Moonlight. I've already stamped with Versamark and sprinkled white embossing powder, Stampin' Emboss powder. And then I heat it with the heat tool, and it's all shiny and white. Okay, so then this size is 4 1/4 by 2 1/4, and you can put one on the front and one on the back if you want. I'm just going to put one on the front. I started thinking of a project today to do that reminded me of a little paper bag, but I didn't have any paper bags, like small and nice. I had lunch bags, but they're just not what I wanted, not what I was looking for. Okay, I'm going to get my seal. We're just going to attach this to the front panel. Just like that. Okay. Now we need our tear and tape. And I'm going to put it right up next to the score line here. Flip it over, bring it to the middle, and bring the other side to the middle. Okay, now this is your front. So these are going to be your sides. I want you to put some tear and tape on the bottom of the front and the back just to be extra sure, because this is a pretty big little bag, so you want to make sure that it's stuck on 2 sections in case you put a lot of heavy stuff. Candy can add up the weight, that's for sure, after a while. And you can also figure this out before as to which ones are going to be the back and front, but I just do it as I go. Alright, so this one's going down last, so we'll peel up these first. Okay, just make sure that it's scored, and it's not going to reach completely, but that's okay. That's how we got the length and the width in, without having to use 12 by 12 paper. Okay. Which you could do this with your 12 by 12 DSP. It would work nicely too. All right, now we're flipping it over to the front. We're going to push. You could fill it first, because how it squishes in is going to depend on what's in it. Bunch of these. I have some other stuff here too. Let me just take it out of my other one. I can't find it at the moment. There's a Hershey bar and an Almond Joy in there too. And another one of them. Okay, so now it's full. I'm going to take my index fingers and push in, and then pull the bag together with my thumb and index finger. See how on this one, because I had it filled before, it stopped right there. On this one, I squeezed it. I could still fit things in it, but I squeezed it before I had anything, and it went in a bit. All right, so now we could take this clip, which I got from Amazon. It's a library clip, they call it. I grew up calling them bulldog clips, though. All right, now we're going to do the decorations. Okay, so I stamped have a Hoot stamp set. I stamped the bird in the tree on a scrap piece of white. I cut this pumpkin pie cardstock with, I think it's the smallest of the celebration label dies. And I cut a moon and then a scallop back with the layering circles. This is Daffodil Delight and Basic Black. Okay, now we're going to do some coloring. Okay, let's start with this one, and I'm going to use the light soft suede and the stiff end. Well, I guess, yeah, I'll use the stiff end for the branches that are really skinny. And for the owl, I usually make him brown, but this time I'm going to use Smokey Slate. And I'm going to use the dark first. And I'm just going to put a few accents in of dark. Just like on the bottom. And then around the top of his head, I wanted to just darken it up a little bit. And then we'll just color the rest of them with the light. Why does this look weird? Is this the right color? Smoky Slate, okay. I guess it just, I'm used to doing the owl in. Oh, I don't have to color him on here. I'm sorry, that's why it looks weird. I'm gonna color him on here. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to do the dark Smoky Slate, I'm wondering why it looks weird because I'm coloring him on orange. Okay, and then I'm going to just use dark Daffodil Delight on his beak, which you can't really see that much, and his little feet. And then I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to fussy cut it. Alright, then we just need some glue. Attach him on. Alrighty, I already did the trees. Now I'm just gonna do the spider. I'm just gonna dot it a little bit because I usually end up making him way fatter than he needs to be. Here we go. Okay, and that's it for the coloring. Alright, now we need the glue again to put this on there. Now that I put on one of my projects, I backed the moon with a black scallop, and now it just looks weird to me if I don't put a scallop back there. Okay, now we're going to put, why don't I just take this off for now, our moon right here, and then this kind of slanted like that. Alright, so we'll put our moon on first, and I'm going to put on the moon with glue. Okay, then I'm going to put my tag up a little bit, and I'm going to pop this tag up with dimensionals. And then I'm going to add on a bat from the Halloween Magic Dies. Just going to bend him a little bit so that he flies. Looks like he's flying. And I'm going to put some glue on. Okie dokie. And there we go. And then, I'm just going to lay this down. We just put a clip on. It was pretty quick and easy. I mean, it took me some time to do a little bit of stamping and the embossing, but other than that, we put it together even with coloring. Really quick. Thank you so much for coming by. I am sorry that I missed on Wednesday, but I made it up with yesterday's. And if you would like to buy any of these products, you can shop with me at the address at the top of the screen. And I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the like button if you like my project. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.